On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, the local geek has brought us a treat that's not really sweet, and in fact, it's still kind of coats the tongue. That's right, it has to do with everybody's not so favorite mystery shot, Malort, and we're going to try something with it, and it goes about as good as the last time. So, good thing I got a palate cleanser here, and don't worry, you're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and the Mark Kidder. Pour all beverage, policies, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that is slowly launching the podcasting careers of other people. That's right, we're just a small stepping stone in them getting out there to the bigger world. If only they pull us with them. Anyway, I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
I'm very slowly working up to being excited for this episode. Hey! I'm happy to be back for another week. Happy to not get sucked up or blown over by a tornado or straight line winds or a derecho. So I call that a win-win-win-win-win. Although, take one of the wins off because I did not get to chase any of them. It was... as you had seen in the previous episodes of the past 2 weeks, dealing with the aforementioned Night of the Twisters, but we can't say that because that was a movie, and so I'm sure it's copyrighted in some form, but maybe hashtag clicks.
It was a book before it was a movie.
And bringing the knowledge right off the top, the doc himself has kicked in the door like a tornado saying hello to a trailer park. Doc, it's good to see you again. Thanks.
Good to see you too. Yeah. Good to be back. I've been gone for a bit. It's not been the best month in a lot of ways, but things are calming down, and that's all we can ask for. So
we're hoping for the best for you and for this show, which may be for at least for this show at some point, it may be best of luck in your future endeavors. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just glad he's here because so far in like his first line of dialogue in this episode, he has allowed future Howard to use that "the more you know" graphic that I made, and then nobody dropped any facts. So like it's only been used like twice since it has come into existence. So kudos.
He's the doc. He's dropping
glad
the knowledge.
Glad to be of service.
Yes, but the doc isn't our only guest this evening. Returning, actually, why am I saying returning? He was here last week. I wasn't here last week, but he was. It's the Triple B Brewmaster, the local geek. Local geek, how are you doing this evening?
Hey guys, I'm doing pretty good. Definitely getting better, so that's positive.
Good. Glad to have you back. And also joining us, although we're kind of questioning if he's switched sides due to his apparel, but he is back, so all of you who wrote in and demanded that he make an appearance and then he didn't show up, he's here now, but all the way from that undisclosed location somewhere in the world, it's none other than Big D. Big D, how are you this fine morning?
The sun is up. I can see it peeking through my door. And yep, got my trolling sweater. Although your earlier comments, I was trolling a friend of mine from back home who is retired Army National Guard. This is a Navy hoodie that I acquired. No, I have not switched sides like freaking Sergeant Slaughter at WrestleMania 7. But what can I say? Good to be back once again with the Lincoln Rhyme and Culture Shaw of internet podcasting. Good to see you guys. Good to see all of you.
I'm pretty sure all of the letters received to bring Big D back were all in the same handwriting or type style. So I'm guessing they came from one person, probably known as Big D.
and imaginary.
Just
this is
follow the trail. CSI up in this.
I can tell this is going to be a good feisty episode, and you know what will help make it a little bit more feisty? Having something to drink. So that brings us to everybody's favorite segment of the show, and that is What's on Tap. And I always like to kind of go in the order that people joined. So, hey, Big D, what are you having this morning?
Kidder, you'll appreciate this because pre-show you're a little spicy, a little hurt, acting like a 16-year-old high school student with insane jealousy.
I don't have a hair and emo comb over. Come on now.
Fair enough. The spirit of, but I am quite literally having some tea, Earl Grey, hot in my mug this morning. So there you go.
Engage.
Make it so.
Warp speed. What would you rate this on a scale of warp 0 to warp 10?
Well, changing the system up. I'll go.
Well, clearly because you can grow warp 10 if you are on the USS Voyager, but not on the Enterprise. Warp 9.9997, of course.
This is like Patrick Stewart mixed with Sean Connery.
Yes. Yes.
I'll give it a 7.
It is so.
7 out of 10. Anyway,
What is
much more
your
interesting
rating,
beverages
good
on the
sir?
other end of this.
You must give a rating, and we must continue the show.
I did, you frickin' nerd. Maybe you didn't hear me with all your weird accents going on. I gave it a 7.
Which is pretty impressive on a 5, number rating scale.
Hey, he is the one who told me to go warp 1 to warp 10, which, as we all know, only happened, twice. The first one
to
was
a salamander,
awesome,
at least in half
gen,
of the percentages.
and the second time was in Voyager in one of the worst episodes of all time. So, yeah,
Hey,
I'll give it a 7. If the triple B powers that be have an issue with that, we'll call it a 4. Anyway, this is getting silly. Much more interesting beverages on that end of the camera. So what do we got?
Well, let's jump over to the local geek. Local geek, what you having?
I have reached into the old beer fridge and grabbed a Shiner Lemonade Shandy. It's at 4.2% from, of course, the Spetzel Brewery. I'm not seeing a whole lot of text on the can itself, so I'll go ahead and crack it open and give her a try. I'm pretty sure it's been had before on the show.
It has several times.
Pretty sure it's the one that I asked you if it was a sour or a shandy when you had it. That is not as lemonade-y as I expected. At least not on the front. On the back end, there's a lot of lemonade. The front end was more of almost like a Pilsner flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's good. I'll give it. I'll go 3 on that one. A little bit above average.
All right. Doc, what are you having out there on the West Coast?
So a friend brought these over the other night, and I had never had one, so he left one because I wasn't drinking that night. It is the Coors Banquet.
Yes.
I was like, I'd never seen it before. I was like, I'm speaking all the other Coors Light, but not this. So.
Wednesday night at Boston's Pizza here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what kind of banquet. I don't know what kind of banquet they're referring to there, but that's cool. Give it like a 1 because I'm in a good mood.
All right.
Upcharge.
That is a fine American beer right there.
I don't think you understand what the word fine means.
That used to be my beer pong beer. When I had money, it was that. When I didn't have money, it was Natural Light.
And for those of you listening to the audio or watching the video and going, hey, wait, you didn't introduce JS. That's because JS, in classic JS fashion, waited until we got to What's on Tap to make his appearance. He's like, I don't got time for the opening shenanigans of this show. Let's just get to the drinking. And I would have called this out sooner, but he's also eating dinner, and I didn't really, just let him finish. So, hey, JS, what are you having as you enjoy some dinner?
Well, currently, I am having a house-raised, grass-fed ribeye sirloin, or a ribeye steak.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought he's talking about the lettuce. Like, this is going to be good.
Yeah, no, a home-raised, grass-fed ribeye steak that we raised the calf ourselves. I've got some grilled asparagus. I have some spinach, some red peppers, a little bit of shredded cheese, some black pepper, and some balsamic vinaigrette. And because my daughter pulled this out of the freezer today, some beer. Well, not even beer. I have a Dailies tiger's blood spiked frozen cocktail thing. So,
Snow cone.
Yeah. We're gonna have this.
Like that the straw is pink in it too.
And that so it's supposed to be strawberry, watermelon, coconut. And really all I taste is fake watermelon and like coconut rum. But It's not good coconut rum. It's cheap coconut rum. If you bought a bottle of like coconut water high C and then poured gas station coconut rum in it, this is how this tastes. Like 1, maybe 1.5. It's drinkable. It's just not good.
Mm. All right. Kidder, I see you digging around in your beer fridge. What are you pulling out? What are you having on tonight's show?
All right. I had a last minute snap decision. I think everybody got some of these as well. But I'm just going to let her roll because Local Geek started off with the sour-ish kind of maybe a little bit, and then JS with the fruity. This is the Slang du Jour from Dreker Brewing, the key lime pie sour. What is it? Sour a la mode. And pale 2-row oats, Hallertau Blanc hops, Lactobacillus something culture house ale yeast and the flora. It's key lime, apple, granola, lactose, and cinnamon. And Dreker Brewing is in Fargo, North Dakota. This is 16 fluid ounces, malt beverage.
I couldn't find an ABV on it when I was about to dig it out of the fridge, which is why I put it back.
Yeah, there's an ABV on this. So I guess we'll find out.
Being a sour, I'm assuming it's not very high, but this is the first alcohol I've had since the beginning of May, so I wanted to go with something light for sure.
Sure. It smells very light. Right off the top of the odor, you get the lime, a little bit of the crust smell as well that you would get off of a slice of key lime pie. Nothing too lagery or alcoholic scent in that regard. Wow. So, the way that this drink is built, I think I might have to buy more of these next time I'm in Fargo, because when you first take the sip, you get that lime, that key lime pie, gelatinous deliciousness of a key lime pie. Then you get a little bit of the mix of the crust and the crumbs. And then on the back end, you get a little bit of the whipped cream taste as an after. So it is very close to having a slice of key lime pie.
Was that whipped cream or whipped cream?
If it were Cool Whip, it would have to be the Cool Whip. But if it were cool, it'd be cool. And whip, just the whip. So maybe Miracle Whip, but if it was Cool Whip, then we would have that. I would rate this right off the top 4.8.
Nice.
That is a very nice, very strong rating for that. So
we'll see how the rest of it goes.
All right. Well, gents, I am having kind of an interesting drink. Actually, both my drinks that I brought down for this evening's recording sessions are interesting, but this one, we'll see. This is from Fishback and Stevenson? Yeah, Fishback and Stevenson's. It is their first crush. It is a pink watermelon hard apple cider. It was a pressed, fermented, aged, and packaged in Fairfield, Iowa since 2013. It is 4.15% alcohol by volume. It was a double gold winner in the New York International Cider Competition in 2020, scoring 96 points. And it says here on the back, sweet on the lips, crisp and light on the palate with a clean finish, watermelon bubblegum, pink bikini top. You always remember your first crush.
So you said 2013. Hopefully that can's not from 2013.
We've had older stuff on the show. Right off the top, that smell that you get out of it is very artificial watermelon. So we'll see. That is interesting. That is a very watery watermelon. Within like a follow through of apple cider, but then it's got an artificially sweet taste on the end, like having had a watermelon Jolly Rancher, that candy sweetness taste to it. That is interesting. I do not know that I would drink a lot of these. I think I'm going to rate this like a 2.3. It's not the worst thing I've ever had on this show, but I definitely have had better ciders on this show. So, and we'll, be interesting to see when you guys get around to trying this. So,
contemplating a different rating scale for that instead of the 1 to 5. It could be the first crush that you are inseparable from, you spend the rest of your life with, and it's fulfilling and it's wonderful. Or the other end, is it the first crush that absolutely breaks your heart, but you get over it because you realize there's plenty of other beers in the keg?
Wouldn't that be beers in the fridge?
We are 223 episodes in on this podcast. We're not changing the rating scale. You guys, knock it off.
Hey, could have changed it already. I thought we had a little creative license here. Warp 1 to Warp 2. Was it?
No.
I can't control
that shit in. Yeah, good luck with that. Hey, since we're talking about alcohol, I have some fantastic news that you guys may not have heard about. Fat Fish Brewing are opening a Bismarck Mandan location.
Hey, Kidder.
Yep.
You know how I know you don't watch the show?
Yep.
Because I already made this announcement 10 episodes ago.
I know. Did you remember the breaking news, though? That Walsh Hall has been demolished?
Breaking.
I don't know if you heard that yet.
I thought you were going to, tell me that, the Sky Bridge was down.
Yeah, the Skywalk is gone, too.
Yeah, but
And Walsh was still up last time I was there, so,
Well, but most breaking, like just hot off the presses, McVeigh Hall was demolished as well.
We covered that one the week before the other, because they opened the hall.
Only so much breaking news in 1 week.
Yes.
Just try to keep
Want
up.
you to know. Want you to know.
Keeping up that nickname, most relevant podcast on the internet.
Although I did see today on Facebook, they posted a photo of planting some new trees by the law library. So there's that.
Well, that was terrible.
The trees or the drink?
There were some weird. The trees. I mean, they weren't very impressive looking trees. So.
All right. Let's see what we're going to have for round 2.
It's a good show when we hardly finished round 1 and JS is already going to round 2.
I got all kinds of good stuff in here that's been, had I looked in here before, I would have grabbed one of these real dark, real thick ones with the steak, but I'm not going to have that now. Aha! I found Kidder's key lime pie.
Freshly baked and chilled, just for you.
Why is your pie in his fridge?
Well,
if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
I hope this one's filling because I'm still hungry.
Well, have some dessert.
I may or may not be a fat kid, but
Well, I think, hey, the 4 principles are on. Local geek.
So I picked up these candies called Malört Sucks.
Oh God.
you heard the feeling.
And they actually say Malört Sucks on the candy if it'll focus on it.
I didn't actually look at them.
I don't think it's going to focus.
They
do say it. Yeah, there you go.
I got it. So there it is.
It absolutely does say it.
I have not tried them, so it'll be an experience for all of us.
I will say I hate you in advance.
They're candy, so they got to have some sweetness to balance out that bitterness, I'm hoping.
The hell they do.
All right, so here goes. And while you guys have them in your mouths here, I'll read the text on the can here. It says, Malört Sucks. Candies with a surprisingly long aftertaste.
Yep.
This is rude.
It also says on the back, do not enjoy
responsibly. You're in for a treat.
Oh.
Might have to do it outside so when I puke, I don't have to clean it up.
I don't even know how you describe what this tastes like.
The bitterness and sweetness are not melding at all. Like, I'm getting hints of bitterness followed by hints of sweetness, like back and forth.
Honestly, I would rather eat 100 of these and take another shot of Malort.
Really? I'm the opposite. I'd rather take the shot of Malort than eat 100 of these.
Like, these aren't even that bad. I actually don't mind this that bad. It
There's something
kind
wrong
of
with
reminds me of Grandpa's pocket lint candy. You never really know what you were gonna get. It might be a butterscotch twist. It might be peppermint candy. It might be snooze. You never know.
I'm getting a lot of the grapefruit pith flavor.
Yeah. Yep, I do get a lot of grapefruit. I like grapefruit, so that doesn't bother me. But I'm getting just hints of that wormwood flavor, but not like very, very little. It's like the level you would get when you hit a patch of it with the lawnmower. You get that little bit of poof in the air. But yeah, I don't mind these. I might have to look these up myself.
They're available on Malört.com.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
It's funny how you say Malort, and all of a sudden Rudeboy Kyle appears.
Mr. Chicago himself. Well, he just gave us the handy, the courtesy wave as we used to laugh. We can't hear him though. He's stuck in the cone of silence.
This thing on.
Clear my throat.
How's it going, gentlemen?
That's okay for me. I don't know about these guys.
Well,
Sucking down
somebody
some
just
candied
gave
Malort.
us someone just gave us Malort flavored Jelly Ranchers.
Ooh. Goes down as smooth as I think they would be. So
I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind them.
nice.
I would have these any day over a shot of that ditch water.
All I'm going to say is after something like that, I'm taking my own advice on the show. And if you've been a long time watcher of the show, you already know what the catchphrase is, and you know.
Uh-huh.
Got his palate cleanser, baby.
I think you're going to enjoy this one, Kidder.
Did you save the big one for him?
Like
Or
you're gonna make it true, but it's not gonna happen.
I don't know if he's got the bigger one or the smaller one. He might have the bigger one. I just reached in the bag and grabbed him.
If you wait long enough, Kidder,
Of course I have the
JS
bigger
seems to like them so much, he may just eat the other one.
It's true.
You'll be
Yes.
safe. You'll be safe.
Suddenly, my schedule
they're-
just got a whole lot busier. Huh?
They're about the same size. It's
I'm all
okay.
scheduled.
I know where he lives. I can bring him over.
He was conveniently asleep when I went to drop it off. So
I told my wife and showed her the candy before we went, and she goes, "You guys really got to find something." She goes, "I understand content is content, but really, why are you doing this to yourselves?"
This one, I blame Local Geek. I think he's got it out for us.
These aren't bad. I don't know. They're not bad. I
Have
might
a second
actually
one. See if you still like it.
I might have to get some more of these. If my phone wasn't tied
got a
up.
whole can of
You have more. You have more. You have one right there.
The evil plan backfired, and you found something he likes.
Uh-huh.
I actually picked up 2 cans of it. So.
Why?
'Cause for one, I didn't know how many were going to be in the can, and for 2, I know people who do like Malort that I wanted to share them with.
Ugh.
I just don't understand
Do they
what
make-
it has to do with it.
And they're not kidding about the aftertaste either. It doesn't go away.
It kind of went away for me with the shot of whiskey, but Ugh.
You took a penalty shot and didn't tell us?
He did.
If you know, you know.
I missed it. I was looking somewhere.
Yeah.
You were lost in the beauty of your delicious candy,
I was.
the euphoria.
Well,
What's the mouthfeel
Damn.
on that thing?
Now it kind of feels like I've had a cotton ball in my mouth for a little while, or like the chewing on a tree. It very much dries your mouth out, real bad.
This is disgusting. Sounds disgusting.
But I'm also ready for round 2. So
Well,
We're ready for round 2 before round 1 started. Who you kidding?
before I say the thing and you get to round 2, I would just like to point out, gentlemen, that it is July, and as of the time of this recording, tomorrow starts the epic saga within our Reels and Shorts feed. For those who actually follow us on social media, next 3 weeks, it's all going to be the saga of the tractor beer. So if you missed that fun bit of ranting, raving, and basically saying a lot of obscenities towards Howard, hey, make sure you're checking out the next 3 weeks. And it's a great countdown because, hey, we're getting much closer to next month, which is, everybody knows, is IPA Appreciation Month. And we are doing it again. I'm going to go shopping and pick some up here soon.
Oh, I hate you.
No, you don't.
I was waiting for local geek
I'll
to
just point
screenshot
out-
that and put it behind him.
I'll just point out that I know it was mentioned here before already, previous episodes, but this August there are 5 Fridays, so that much more IPA deliciousness for your enjoyment.
Yes.
Thanks for reminding us. That was nice of you.
And
I'm
on
living
that,
vicariously because I can't have any over here. So, you know.
yeah. Yeah. And on that one,
there's not to choose from.
I'll ship them over there. Don't tempt me. I know people, and they will get to you. And then there's going to be mysteriously a tip called in. What are all these IPAs doing in here? And then you're going to get the Pine Tree of Pain.
They're only recording on
Mark
2 of
Kidder.
us.
I don't know who Mark Kidder is.
and on that interesting note / threat, gentlemen, it is time for us to get to everybody's second favorite segment on the show, and that is What's on Tap? Round 2. Drink. I know JS is waiting, but I'm going to throw it over to Rudeboy Kyle since he just joined us and hasn't had.
Yeah, I still have to do my first favorite thing, which is my first round.
JS is getting ready to throw Howard off a cliff because I keep making him wait to that beer. Sorry. I
Well,
apologize.
yeah, not to forecast the future, but I do have a IPA here with me. I have what from the Confluence Brewing Company, the Juicy Wiggle.
I'll give you a juicy wiggle.
Heyo.
Woo!
A juicy.
Yeah.
The light's a little light, low here. So juicy
It's
India Pale Ale.
JOOSEY.
But let me see if I can. Let me turn the lights up real quick so I can read it.
Turn the lights on. Carry me home.
I think Howie's about to get another juiced for Christmas.
Great. So, obviously named after the.
We have to do IPA Appreciation Month. I do that because his computer muted him. So, yeah.
We could
your
we could
your
do-
computer. We
could do-
we can't hear you because your computer decided. God damn it!
Well, you saw me lip that one, so yeah, we got the.
I had to fill it in for you.
I don't know what. Yeah, I heard you guys talking over me. I was like, hold on a second.
We gotta you gotta do like a bad lip reading track over that.
Yeah, maybe I'll dub over my own voice. But yeah, there's a whole paragraph on the back that explains how our first batch of Juicy Wiggle was a team up with the Coaches versus Cancer to raise funds for cancer research through charity auction. Jay Chapman, a local sports fan, all-around community supporter, won the opportunity to choose a style and direct the recipe and label design for a beer. As it happens, he's wild about the Juicy Wiggle. That is a song that, if you're not familiar with the Iowa State Cyclones football team, if the game is close or if we've got a huge lead or after a huge play in the second half, during one of the commercial breaks, that is one of many during live football games nowadays, on comes the Juicy Wiggle, and the entire stadium, mainly led by the student section, but everybody in every section will dance along, clap along, and do the Juicy Wiggle.
They do this in front of children.
Well, children are allowed to. Well, maybe we need to fill Curtis in on what the Juicy Wiggle is.
Do you have to eat at Taco Bell before you do the Juicy Wiggle?
Not required.
Or is it a Panda Buffet thing? Like I'm trying to figure out.
You're thinking of that Pepto-Bismol dance.
Well, if you search for maybe the Iowa State Cyclones and the Juicy Wiggle, it's more of a celebration of success or the potential for success at a football game rather than what you're thinking.
You made it to the toilet.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like chicken enchilada MRE Juicy Wiggle.
So as it happens, he's wild about the Juicy Wiggle, and that's how this beer was born. Turns out you were all wild for the Juicy Wiggle as well, so we brought it back for an encore performance packed with enough fruity hops to keep you grooving. Each sip is a burst of tangy grapefruit, zesty citrus, and a sweet orange that'll make your taste buds sing. This beer is a party in a glass, just waiting for you to get the good times rolling. So, yeah, for an IPA, that is not terrible. I'll say that. You can tell it's got the basic IPA base, but the fruit, I'll say, wiggles through to offset some of the horrendous flavors that Mark is known to associate with IPAs. So I will give that a 3.6 out of 5.
He's high just like the IPA.
I think that was our high rating for the IPAs, wasn't it? Or was that the average? I don't know. We had Howie on the rating, a couple of them like 4.5. So,
well, I was going to say 3.6 seems high for the average.
Well, I mean,
everyone that Howie had was, oh, this is a 4. Oh, this is a 4.2. Oh, this is great.
Maybe he sets his bar too.
This is so good.
High or too low. It depends on the day, but I'd say it's very well balanced. It's not like it's overly sweet, but IPAs are almost mutually exclusive to sweet and or fruit beers, so it's a good combination. That if you like a hint of grapefruit and a little bit of orange.
Local geeks.
The IPA goes well with it, I'd say.
He's about ready to carry the 5 into the square root of something over there.
I'm just going to say I know that
an imaginary number.
I didn't rate all of them a 4 because I distinctly, and because I just posted the short to go up, I rated the tractor beer a 3 and then proceeded to get, completely obliterated by Kidder and JS about how dare you rate this a 3 before they'd even tried it.
And that one ended up with a 3.6 total rating across all of ours. So he gave it a 3, and the combined rest of us gave it a 0.6. But a 4 was the highest one on the spreadsheet, it looks like, and there was a few of those.
Anyway,
they were not all Howard.
JS, what are you having?
Since Kidder brought out that key lime, I happened to find it when I was digging through the Boxo beer in the fridge here, and I've been sniffing this thing for the past 10 minutes. It smells really freaking good. Like it is. It smells like I have a plate of key lime pie in front of me. That is really, really good. Like, it's the lemon meringue right away that you get, and then it kind of molds into the lime for the body of it, and then you get that like cinnamon cardamom flavor at the end with the crust. That is good. Yeah.
And let it float on your tongue.
Yeah.
Savor that. You taste the cream, the whipped cream there?
Yep. That is like 4.9. That is good.
Right.
0.1 deducted for the label only can.
No, because it doesn't have how much the ABV is.
Oh,
Minus.
it keeps you guessing.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my rating on that. Maybe even bump it up 0.25 because it was good all the way through the can.
Yeah, I don't see anything for rating either for ABV either. And half these cans I can't frickin' read because I put silver writing on a white can, but it's really good.
I was really worried.
I don't care what it is.
When I picked it up, I was really worried looking at it, but delicious. Glad I spent the $20 on the 4 cans.
I found a really good one in Minot, and I meant to grab a case of it, and I spaced it out before I left town. But I'll have to get one. I sent a picture to Kidder. One of my employees brought it out, and it sounds terrible. It's like a ginger snap cookie type thing, but it's really good.
All right. Anybody else hopping in on round 2?
I'm gonna have a rare candy. This is from Elm Creek Brewing Company. It's a sour ale with blueberries and raspberries. Potentially a table 6 drink. We're not sure. 1 pint and 6% alcohol by volume. According to this, it's a fruity treat in a can. Rare Candy is a kettle-soured ale brewed over 40 pounds of blueberries and raspberries per barrel, resulting in a truly refreshing ale. ElmCreekBrewing.com on the interwebs. There's a government warning. All classes of Elm Creek malt beverages. Somebody's got an iPhone. Manufactured and distributed by Elm Creek Brewing in Champlin, Minnesota. 55316. This is copyright 2024 brewing. I do like the can. They did really well on creating the sparkly candy-like appearance.
It's like a new retro wave type of album cover.
Yeah. Get into the groove.
I am kind of disappointed. Someone stole that one out of my beer fridge when we had our little 4th of July party.
What?
Last weekend, so I did not get to try
this is like $6. Go try and track down that sumbitch. Make him pay up.
Club. My goodness.
I will be finding another one because I was excited.
Maybe if this is good, I'll pick up another pack if I make it to Fargo. Lots of fruit right on the nose. You get that blueberry and raspberry combined scent. The color texture looks really nice too, where about what you would get or expect with the bluish, reddish color from blueberries and raspberry being put together.
A light purple.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. So for me, this one might be fantastic. We'll see by the end. Best flavor comparison for this would be the Welch's Cold Duck at Thanksgiving. The red sour grape. That would be a very close comparison to what this tastes like, where I personally would drink an entire bottle in one sitting because diabetes. This blueberry, raspberry, some alcohol mixed in. This off the top, 4.8.
I know he doesn't just so sling those 4+ ratings out too easily, so it must be good.
All I'm saying is if it does taste like cold duck, JS can have mine.
That's the best flavor. Sorry, I was hearing explosions, and somebody way north of town is having a good fireworks show. But all I can see is like the top quarter of the chrysanthemums when they go off.
It looks like the doc has pulled something out to drink.
I've got one of the beasts.
Yes.
I think people have had some of these on the show before. This one is Pink Poison, which I'm a little nervous about because neither pink nor poison are a flavor, but we'll see.
It's got alcohol.
I mean,
in it, so.
if green and orange can be a flavor, pink can be a flavor. I don't know if I can tell you what flavor pink is on the show, but
well, in this case, it tastes like it wants to be a pink lemonade.
It's like salmon in the can.
I just want you to know, Howard, that for your safety in the show, I'm choosing just to drink it and not make a comment related to that.
I appreciate that.
if it tastes like salmon, you need to put it back.
No, it's actually really sour. We'll move on. A 3.
Putting tangy shrimp taste on the. No, go ahead.
Got a round 2 for you over here. Something else I inherited recently.
King prawn, baby.
Has nothing to do with Malort, poison, or juice, but it is some Death Wish pumpkin chai coffee with cinnamon and cardamom.
Ooh,
Not
you basic white.
Hey, I paid $0 for this. So yeah. Not just the sweater weather. If you like pumpkin spice lattes, you want to make these medium roast beans your main hang. After roasting our beans to perfection, we pair them with a magical Thai-inspired blend of cinnamon, cardamom, and nutmeg. So strong, seasonal, and spiced up. If you think pumpkin spice is basic, then you haven't had ours. You can definitely taste the spice blend. It's not over the top. It's nice and subtle. Despite the reference to a pumpkin spice latte, it's not like, it's coffee and the spices. It's not any of the like drinks you could buy at your local coffee shop. So just coffee and a nice subtle flavor. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a 4.5.
I do like the Death Wish coffee. I've had a few different ones of theirs. Not bad.
Yeah, at home this is my main go-to for a little while. They don't have it out here though, where I'm at.
I'm pretty hooked on the Black Rifle stuff. I really like their Tactus Squatch, and I think it's Blackbeard's Revenge or something like that. Those are the two I like. I have some Honduran coffee that we're going through right now. That's really good.
Big D, you said the word subtle flavors, and I can't think of anything more subtle in flavor than Dad Jokes of the Week. That's right. You do have to work that in there. It's the favorite segment of some, and for others, they're just going to be excited when I finish this book of dad jokes that we have been working on for like far too long. But
the race to that cheesy segue, it worked perfectly.
I'm just surprised that segue did get stepped on, because usually when I do have like the occasional like excellent segue, somebody thwarts it. Here we go. 4 dad jokes of the week plus whatever anybody else throws in. I tried to sue the airport for misplacing my luggage. I lost my case.
Love it.
I wanted to learn how to drive a stick shift, but I couldn't find a manual.
I mean, I would say that you came in clutch there.
Yeah, that joke just makes me think of when I graduated from UND, me and Lefty, and my brother-in-law thought that he would drive us from the Alara Center back to the townhouse that we lived in for the party. And we were the last people to leave the Alara Center parking lot because he just got in this stick shift truck and he could not get, like, we just kept dying. It was like, we had people who called us if we got lost. We're like, no, we're still in the parking lot because somebody doesn't know how to drive a stick. Anyway, I digress. I was sitting in traffic the other day. Probably why I got run over. And the last one.
It's kind of dark.
I mean, there's usually one dark joke every week. The last one here is, what's the most terrifying word in nuclear physics?
Oops.
Somebody get the screwdriver.
Oops is correct. Yes. All right. That has been your dad jokes of the week.
I got a couple here.
If before Local Geek tells his slew of jokes, I just have to say that I was asked if I was a dad or if I have kids out there somewhere because my dad jokes were on point. And I was like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah, this is where you should have said, well, I learned all of these dad jokes from listening to the Triple B.
Oh, they already know. They already know about that show. Yes. Well advertised, trust me. And frequent listeners. So, by the way, if you know, you know, thank you for listening at this point.
I don't have a dad joke. I don't have a dad joke for you, but I do have some like white suburban dad stuff. Can you tell I wear a watch?
Not at all.
Do you wear a wedding ring too?
If it were time, I couldn't tell.
Nope, not at all. It's mostly covered in
salmon from earlier.
It's mostly covered in thin set right now, but
oh, I got the vein. I see Howard's vein popping out. We're getting there.
Because, I was questioning, like, maybe I could just edit out all of this salmon stuff, clean us up. And then because somebody dropped a reference, it just makes a hilarious face. It's like, I either have to now cut all this out or I leave it all in. So the future Howard will figure that out.
We lost that family-friendly rating, like, episode 5, so...
No, we weren't even trying for the family-friendly rating in episode 5. That was... Yeah. Anyway,
Local Geek, you got something to right this ship?
I don't know if it's going to right the ship, but what's yellow and something you shouldn't drink?
Malort.
No, a school bus.
That did not right the ship.
All right,
Rains off the rails.
This one's a little bit longer.
So Big D's wearing his dang Navy shirt, and you start telling jokes like that. Like, come on.
One night, my dad was preparing dinner, and he'd been planning to cut up a cantaloupe so that the family could have fruit with the meal. For some reason, though, he couldn't find it in the kitchen. Oliver, he called to me, "Have you seen that melon that was on the counter?" I walked in looking guilty. "Yes, Dad." "Where is it?" he asked. "It's in the bathtub," I responded. He was confused and a little angry. "Why would you put the melon in the bathtub?" he asked. I replied, "Because I wanted a watermelon."
Ew.
Apparently, I'm known as Oliver. So.
Bathwater fruit is not good.
Speaking from experience.
I was going to say, there's some conviction behind that statement there.
I mean, my daughter has a habit of bringing strawberries into the bathtub with her when she goes. So, yeah. I've tried a strawberry or two, and it's like, this tastes like soap. I wonder why. Because if she drops them in the tub, she'll put them back in the tray, and then put the tray back in the fridge. She's just that's how kids work.
She's doing a fruit cleanse for you. You get the antioxidants and the internal cleaning.
Well, and you're supposed to wash fruit before you eat it anyway. So
there we go. She's just helping out.
No, it's organic.
Soaped for your assistance.
This is still good, and I'm 3/4 of the way through this can.
See?
It still tastes like key lime pie. This stuff is freaking awesome.
I love it.
I
Howard-
kind of want to go get my wife and share a drink with her, but I don't want to.
Well, then you'd have to share what you have left. Yeah.
Be nice.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, be nice. Howard, I was wondering how much time do we have left on the show for tonight?
Well, I'm glad you asked because there are 2 minutes remaining in this episode. 2 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to end this one on a high and low note. So, some of you may have seen or heard of this right after it happened, but I'd like to bring it up because it's related to Green Day, the band. And typically during the shows, Billy Joe Armstrong will invite people up on stage to play their songs with him or with the band. Okay? So at a recent concert, he invites his kid up on stage and goes, okay, we're going to play Good Riddance, which is the subtitle Time of Your Life, which all of us have heard over and over, especially ever since it came out in 1997 at every graduation or end of the year or insert any kind of whatever, you're almost dying, whatever. So again, concert, brings a kid up on stage. Here's the guitar. They put the guitar on him. The kid, bloom, bloom, tests. Okay, it works. All right, everybody, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. What does the kid do? He starts strumming away, and Rudeboy smiles, and there it is. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. He starts playing Oasis's Wonderwall. Bing, 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 ba-ding. And Billy Joe Armstrong, hell no, get this off the stage. Sorry, Howard, that's what he said. And the kid's like, you told me you could play this one. Yeah, but he's like, he grabbed the guitar off the kid, and the kid's like, and they like rushed him like he wasn't supposed to be on the stage. Like, get this kid out of here! I don't even know if the kid's still alive. They probably murdered him or something. I don't know. But there you go. Proof to say. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Sent him to go open for Oasis.
Which is funny because that got more coverage than the Oasis reunion, which they've been broke up since 2009. And they just did a reunion show.
It's the long con.
And on that humorous story, Kidder, we've been talking for quite a while. It's time we wrap this show up. And to do that, it's time for some cheap plugs.
Nice try, Howard. That apparently also what Billy Joe Armstrong said to the kid. Who coincidentally the kid's name was Howard for some reason. I don't know. It is now. BeerBluesBS.com is our website. BeerBluesBS.com right here on the screen and also in the show notes if you're listening to this. Thank you for listening and making it to this part of the show, which probably 90% of you don't. Or you skip to the end of the episode where I say, keep your glass at least half full. There's free beer tomorrow, and we'll catch you on down this sour-filled, non-angsty Tuscan highway. What are you eating, JS?
A Claymore?
A tile cookie.
Is that a Claymore?
I had
This side faces
Bouncing
children.
Drywall?
it's actually tile, is what it is.
No, it's fake wood.
Oh, that's almost better.
I was finishing the shower. It's only taken me 8 months, but I am finishing the shower. So I was cutting out the holes for the lights out of the tile. So that's what that is.
Okay.
Well, don't put
Since I
the
don't-
circle in your mouth like a cookie, otherwise the Howard and Kidder will take a picture and haunt you for the next 20 years with it.
I was gonna say it. Since I don't have an ice cream Oreo cookie, I had to make my own.
He's got a stable internet connection this time. You might see a few more pixels. That's, just get the freeze frame for 40 minutes.
I'm sure Derek already captured the screen, so
I'd also like to say we have the technology. We can recreate it. Don't you worry. AI is a wild, wild ride. Actually, I should see what AI has to say about Big D and the cookie. See what it comes up with. Speaking of AI, if you'd like to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, please do that because there's some wild stuff happening there. And on YouTube with the shorts and the laughs, and please give us a thumbs up. We're begging you at this point. Give us some kind of money. Help us, please. We need money. All right, final thoughts. I think that's enough pandering. Who do we start with first? Who joined? Local Geek? Is that where you started with the drinks? Or was it Big D? It was Big D tonight. Big D, final thought. Give us your wisdom from tomorrow.
I need the Ellis now.
that's fair. That's good advice.
You're like,
All right. And there's a period at the end of that. Local Geek, what do you got for final thoughts this evening?
Don't eat that snow either.
Don't eat the Malört.
Yeah, I didn't think about getting the final thought ready here.
That's a good final thought.
Try
All
to
right,
think when nothing happens.
Try to think when nothing happens.
So you know what you should do is take a shot of Malort and drop a candy in it and let it dissolve in the shot and then drink it.
Not it.
it sounds
Might
like a
make it too
recipe for
sweet.
time warp.
It sounds horrible. Yeah. You want to rip the space-time continuum? That's how you rip the space-time continuum.
By putting Malort inside of Malort.
Yeah.
The nexus of the universe right there.
It can't make Malort taste any worse.
Oh,
It already tastes like shit. You can't make it taste like shit anymore.
Mix it with absinthe, I think you could probably do it.
Absinthe tastes good compared to Malort.
Absinthe is awesome.
Ugh, black.
And you were trying to get me to stop by Chicago and drink Malort, and now you're comparing to the son of a...
Absinthe without sugar is better than Malort.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Local Geek, did you AI your final thought?
No, I didn't.
We're just
I just wanted to give
so you could.
Want to give
Have
you
to
the
wait till next
opportunity.
week to do it.
Yeah. Okay, stand by until next week for Local Geek's final thought for the week.
I do still have a hint of that candy on my tongue, though. It does have a strong aftertaste.
That sounds disgusting.
I've got nothing but key lime pie, so
Nothing but peaches and cream here.
Same.
I love that the AI notes say that I suggested a shot of Malort with a candy dissolved in it, which Mark Kidder found horrible.
It's learning.
love it.
By the second.
JS, final thoughts from you out in the workshop.
Ooh. Teach your kids how to be dangerous. And what I mean by that
A
is
dangerous bad girl?
I next week I'll show you what I just built for my daughter. So, but teach your kids how to be dangerous, because if you're not capable of being dangerous, you're kind of just taking up oxygen. If you have the capability, but keep it contained, you now you're something. You might not always be there every minute of the day to hold their hand or to protect them. So if they've got the capability themselves, then you've done your job.
Finally. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now dangerous to throw it over to the lazy goalie himself, Rudeboy Kyle. A final thought from you, Mr. Malort.
Mr. Malort, I didn't even get any candy. Anyways.
Where is this van? Where are there's no windows.
That Malort van didn't stop by my house.
I don't mean to override you, Kyle, but you've got like a shadow figure like trying to consume you over your left shoulder. It just went away here a second ago, but yeah, right there. It was very ominous. I saw it on my screen. It was trying to eat you, and then as soon as you started talking, it went away.
How about that?
Very Lord of the Rings feel to it.
May the force be with you.
Yeah, it was
And
like
also with
hovering
you.
right above your window there, and it was coming for you. And then you started talking, and it went away.
Man, it's like they're here with me, and then all the intelligence leaves when I start opening my mouth. So it's whether it's from me or from them avoiding me, whatever's good. But yeah, I guess final thoughts. I'll say mark of an educated mind is be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. So
I like that.
take that with your Malört Candy and enjoy your evening.
Okay. Howard Blues. He's last on the list of the final thoughts.
Yeah,
You skipped one, Kidder.
Who did I skip?
You skipped the doc.
Did I skip Doc?
I was chiming in as you were going along, so it may not have felt that way.
You almost got away with
He
it.
added his 2 cents without asking for a penny for his thoughts.
All I've got, though, is, before you accept an invitation to a banquet, find out what's on the menu first.
That's very good. Very good thoughts. And where the food's coming from.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's one of my favorites right there. The Banquet beer.
Yep.
I swear, for the record, without backing it up, because I swear in my 2-drink minimum state that when Local Geek didn't have a final thought, that I passed it off to the doc. But I'm glad that we have given the opportunity to all, because we need all of the thoughts, because there are none happening.
Do we really need them all, though?
We do. Every one of them.
we're trying to write a book.
That's
If
what
you haven't
makes
had
the
a
show
Coors
what it
Diesel,
is.
have you really lived, though?
Are we trying to write a book, or is the AI bot that's listening to all of this writing the book?
I wish it would, but it just summarizes final thoughts, so it doesn't necessarily write them otherwise. So every time when I do the editing and I get to final thoughts, I then sit and write out what people are saying, so that we can hopefully someday have a book of tavern wisdom.
Love it.
What if we did a, hey assistant, please write a book on all of the episodes?
I think it's better with our own final thoughts. There's been some doozies.
Okay. Is that your final thought?
No. And you would have thought, with as long as final thoughts took, that I would have thought of something, but I got distracted by this interesting email, which I'll share with you after we're done. So, anyways, here's Wonderwall.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
I see how it is. Now you join right away, instantly, when he's here. But I send you email, invite, text message. Hey, come join. We'd love to have you. And you're like, fine. You and your little Navy sweatshirt there. Woo! Didn't know you switched sides. Easy there, Mr. C-Man.
So, if you're referring to the past 4 episodes, well, I can get into more
Probably
detail
like
when we're not recording.
weeks at this point. I don't know. Time is a construct.
And get into more detail after we're done recording. As far as
no, you don't
I
have
came
to
to
lie. I understand you don't like me and you don't want to be here. It's okay. Howard doesn't want to be here with me either, but he still has to be here sometimes.
Sometimes. Maybe. Possibly.
It's your bald ass head. It sickens
You're
me.
too aroused.
I don't want to be around.
Understand. It's perfectly shaped, and therefore it gives you that immediate arousal. And I know you just can't stand the sight of me because you're walking around at half-mast immediately. I understand.
Well, it pisses me off because you've probably seen the bump on my head has an odd shape, especially in the rear. So I'm a little jealous at your perfectly formed Patrick Stewart head that's going on there.
You know what'll help that?
Here, but that's not an option right now.
Excessive rubbing. Rub your head. That's why you're doing it wrong.
Oh, I see.
Local geeks wondering, what on earth did I walk into?
I already know what I walked into.
I mean, he's sitting, so.
As far as the hoodie goes, I came to acquire this recently. I inherited it. And,
you were illegally gambling?
Yes. And a friend of mine last Thursday or Friday, I forget what it was. A friend of mine from home was doing a recording of his podcast, and he is retired Army National Guard. So me being patrol minister carried that over into his podcast. I'm like, hey, Garino, I got something for you. Angle it down so he sees the Navy. He about fell out of his chair. It's like, yes.
Did you just say his nickname?
I did plug the Triple B. I plugged the Triple B on his podcast no less than 3 times, though.
That's good, because I was about to give you grief for moonlighting on another podcast. So, I see Curtis is doing this.
Yeah, he just sits there like, yeah, I'm using my fame and fortune that I made on the Triple B to go elsewhere.
You know, me. All about that grift.
Jeez, he doesn't show up on time. He doesn't show up at all. He goes to other shows now. I can't even.
Yeah,